Okay, let's build this Stephenson's rocket Loco model, and we'll start with the chassis, wheels and axles. So this is the chassis, a foam block, and it has these 3 holes in it, each one with a special purpose. We have 2 large wheels, large diameter wheels, and 2 small diameter wheels. Stephenson's rocket had 2 large wheels at the front end of the logo and 2 small wheels at the back. Very unusual design. You'll see it in Locomotion Museum in Bishop Auckland, Shildon, near Bishop Auckland in County Durham. Right, we also need some, so the 2 wheels, 2 small wheels, 2 large wheels, 2 wooden axles. We need 4 little axle clips, and they're going to fit on the ends of the axles and keep the wheels on. And to make the wheels spin properly, we need 4 little tubes, plastic tubes called bearings, which cut down the friction between the axles and the wheels themselves and allows them to spin nice and freely. It's useful to have a pencil because it's going to be a drill for making holes in the chassis. Also a pencil sharpener, because that's going to make the ends of the axles just that little bit smaller to make it easy to push the axle clips on. So let's start with where the holes would be made. Well, there's one hole, actually, just one hole to be made through one of these sort of larger holes sideways on. So just one. For different logo designs, we can try a different, use 2 axles in these holes, but we only need 1 today. So one extra bit I forgot to put out, look, is a little foam cylinder. And that little foam cylinder works in conjunction with the small wheels to get them the right height from the ground. So that little cylinder is going to come in useful as well. We'll put that out of the way for now. Let's concentrate on just the wheels and the axles. The wheels and the axles. So all the parts we'll need: 4 wheels, 4 axle clips, 2 axles and 4 wheel bearings. And if you use your pencil and just use the blunt end of the pencil as the pusher, and that pushes the middles out of the wheels. There are all sorts of other wheels you can get, wooden ones and things like that, and they'll have their own way of, you'll have your own way of using those. But I pushed the middles out of these wheels, these foam wheels, and now we're going to pop the bearings in. So the bearings are a push and a twist into the centre. There they go. Push it in with your thumb. Just check it's nice and central. It sticks out the same on each side. Next one. Bearing. Push and twist. In it goes. Press with your thumbs. Push it back through to get it the right distance. Let's just check it on the axle. Bit wobbly, but that's fine for our little model. Similarly with the small holes in the small wheels. Push and twist. Give it a push. Make sure it's the same both sides. There we are. Last one. Push and twist. In with your thumb. Push it back and forth until you get it the same on both sides. And now let's look at how the axle clips work. Now we mustn't sharpen sharpen a point on the wooden axles like a pencil. We're not going to use this as a pencil or a drill. We're going to use it as an axle, so we only need to shave off a little bit. Well, how much? Shave off a tiny bit to start with, then see if one of the clips fits, and it does. So it isn't really all that much that you've got to take off. So what was that, maybe 2 turns? Depends how sharp the pencil sharpener is. Now that one's a bit tighter, so I'm just going to shave it a tiny bit more. What we must not do is shave off so much that the axle starts to get shorter. That's really important, that. So that one's done. Now we'll be taking those clips off again shortly, but you get the idea. Because they've got to fit into the wheels. And there's the next 2 clips. And there we are. So just to show the size of the axle and the clip, there it goes. So check that they fit on. We know that they fit. Get the pencil sharpener out of the way. Now it doesn't matter that we've put the clips on, they've got to come off, and you may need to take them off for other things that we do anyway. But let's just try it, look. Let's take one clip off, put these two wheels together. On goes the clip, and there's our set of wheels. Similarly with the large wheels. On goes the clip, on goes the next wheel, back goes the clip. Try not to squash and push the wheels when you fit the clips. Try and just push against the axle, not the wheels. Otherwise the wheels, because they're soft foam, will just bend. So there we are, there's our second set of wheels. So now let's look at how those fit into the chassis. Fabulous. Here's the chassis. And what we're going to do is I'll mark this with a spot from a pen. What we're going to do is pop a hole in line with this large guide hole. So the whole purpose of these holes here is they're just guides. They guide whereabouts we're going to drill the hole. So as we drill through with our pencil, we can tell that it's lined up properly. So if you wanted to, look, what you could do is you could say, right, I'm going to put a mark on that side, and I could turn it around and do the same on that side, look. There we are, look, that's where it's going to be there. Spot, spot. Now we don't need any other holes in the chassis, because we'll show you later how to, in the next step, how to fit the wheels in the back. So these, near this small hole, we'll explain that one as well. Near this small hole at the front, what we're going to do is drill the hole through. So hold the chassis quite firmly, take your pencil as a drill and push and twist. So drills work by twisting, and it's no different with this. And as you can see, we can see it in the window. Now you can get the chance now to say, are you going straight? And it's really easy to tell. I think that looks much straighter. There we go. Now you can continue on all the way through if you wish, or you can take it out and use the other spot that you've got and do the same thing. There we go. Pushing through, there it is. And really they should line up. There we go. Take it back through, pull and twist, pull and twist, pull and twist. There it goes. Let's pop the big wheels in there straight away. So we'll take one of the clips off. No need to take both off. That goes through there. That goes through there. Give it a twist. So careful not to squash the wheels. On goes the next one. Now, why not just stand that one up on its end so this end's pushing against the desk, and now push the other one on. There it goes. Fabulous. Let's just check. This one looks like it's pushed out too far, so let's move it in a bit. There we go. And there's the wheels. Free to turn. Right, as you can see, the wheels, these wheels, are smaller. So we can't drill a hole through that one there. Otherwise, these wheels will end up at a strange sort of angle. We've got to have these wheels raised off the chassis a little bit. And we do that by using this little strange little foam cylinder. So we're going to sort of plug it in like that. And just so that a tiny bit of it sticks out, look, tiny bit of it. Then what we're going to do is use the pencil again and drill a hole through it. Drill a hole. There we go. Drill from both sides again if you wish. Meet up in the middle. There we are. Take it back out. Pop the axle clip off. Pop a wheel off. Pop the axle in. Twist it in. Makes it much easier. Pop the wheel back on. Push it further through. Pop the clip on again. Let's just stand it up when we do it. Push down against the desk. Alright, now let's have a look. And you'll see we've got a bit of a mismatch between the wheels there. So what I'm going to do is just pull this further back through. Let's have a look. And that's better there now. So the wheels are much better, sort of, they line up a lot better. Fabulous. So it looks a little bit odd. I mean, that looks like the chimney, but it's not. When we're happy that we've got that in the right position, we're going to snip it off just with the scissors, look. So you've got a pair of scissors handy. Should have mentioned that at the start. A pair of scissors is useful, and we're just going to nibble away at that top part. There it goes, and that gives us the completely flat chassis top for creating the body of the vehicle. So that is basically the chassis, wheels and axles of our little Loco model. Fantastic.